So Peter Zickerman, all of a sudden, 10 years of Polarcus. Tell us how the green machine got up and going.
I mean, Polarcus is the Latin word for the arc to the polar region. It's where the ambitions and aspirations were to create a company that had the access to markets that were at that time closed. I mean, as you know, Duncan, we ended up building 8 vessels, 6 here in the Middle East and 2 in Norway. Of them, 6 are ice class in order to capitalize on opening new markets. Right now, with the market the way it is, we managed to place 1 with a national company. We have linked to a management contract. It's very sustainable and accretive for both parties. We've got 2 with our partner in Russia on a long-term bareboat, which is very accretive in the sense that right now it's 2/3 of the market up there. We've had to cold stack 1 vessel. It's been cold stacked now for over 2 years. It's a vessel opportunity. And then with the 4 vessels in the current market, in the spot market, with an increased tender activities is a perfect place to have it. But this is where kind of over to you, Duncan, because you've been with the company for a long time now. And it's you and your team that's basically been able to pull us to where we are today.
No, I think we would have, of course, loved to have seen the 8 vessels under our full control in that spot market. But I think the diversification of revenue streams that we talk about to the outside world has been key. Not only do the bareboat charters provide us that long-term revenue stream that we talk about, but it also gives us really good visibility on that Arctic market that I know you're very passionate about. And the agreement that we have with the vessel that we sold to the National Oil Company, it's been really good to expand the closed market, to be interacting with that closed market. And the vessels that do operate in the spot market, I mean, the features of those vessels really are unique in the industry. And whilst the founding group were probably quite interested in being able to generate a premium from those investments that were made on the vessels earlier on, when we look at the double hull, the ice class, when we look at the ballast water management treatments, when we look at the catalytic converters removing emissions from the exhaust, all other things being equal, these things have ticked a number of boxes for our clients and have really put us in good stead to secure activity for the fleet. I mean, certainly from my perspective, I think one of the key reasons that myself and I think a lot of people joined the company that you created were the Explore Green agenda. It was the Arctic capabilities that we talked about very early on and then delivered on later. And then it was that fact that we were targeting the top tier of the industry from day one, which was really exciting. And if I look back at what we've accomplished as a company in my time here, I mean, I think there are a couple of highlights that we've talked about often. The first was the Greenland campaign, and I can remember flying into that project, looking down on the project area, and I think there were up to sort of 200 icebergs, and thinking, how the hell are we going to manage this? And the onshore, the offshore planning that went into that to deliver that project, fantastic operational performance, fantastic safety performance, it all came together, and that really, I think, took us to a next level, and that was around 2012, right? So a key step for the company.
Yeah, it's good to kind of take that up, because I mean, part of the company's DNA is its people, its culture. And if you look at the demographic diversity we have today, it's 46 nationalities, 350 people. And in order to achieve the results which we are achieving today, with having a global coverage, about 20% of the global market share in a very, very challenged market, grown from about 8, we managed to capitalize on our unique selling points. So again, from looking back at day one, it was this green agenda, and the green agenda again was necessary in order to open up the new frontiers responsibly.
And I guess that leads on to what I think is another flagship project, and that's what we delivered in Zickerman. And we were able to deliver that for super major clients, again, ahead of budget, acquired more square kilometres than we thought, and more importantly, than our client thought was possible. Was a real testament to the abilities, again, offshore and onshore. So those 2 projects, when we talk about Greenland and Zickerman, it really is bringing to life the key elements of Polarcus as it was put together, and I think we've sort of managed to stitch them together to really deliver that capability, but also the reputation behind the capability, which I think is a key acknowledgement of the start of the company and how we've evolved.